Hiya.
You right?
Hello.
We're not doing that thing where we ignore the guest, because Webby's not a guest,
It's
is
the
it?
furniture, innit?
Yeah, he's part of the firm now, isn't he? Right, Uncle Webby. How are you?
A lot better than I was before the cup final, mate. Pretty poorly, but I've had a break from social media, my channel. Obviously, I'm coming on here today, obviously. Back on my channel Monday with Tony.
Webby and O'Neill, go and check it out if you've not done already.
Got the pneumonia a week before the cup final, did I?
Who gets pneumonia in May?
Me. Me. I got it. I must have cut.
You got to work hard for that.
So I wasn't poorly with it. I was a bit rough, but not well enough to go to Wembley. Gives me a ticket away on the Wednesday. Thursday night, Friday morning, I'm jumping through fucking hoops. I'm fit as a fiddle. Said to the lad who got my ticket back, and he said, "You can go and mug off." So I didn't want to go without a ticket, and I watched it, and I was at home because I'm not boozing now, and it was mint, but hanging. It was hanging.
Imagine not being there.
First cup final missed since 1983.
First one I've not gone to. I've had a
83.
I can't believe, right, I'm sat between Stephen House and Darren Webb.
And you're the only one who went.
And I'm the only one who went to Wembley. That's got to be a world first. Hey, what is the
let
world
me tell you now, I'm already at the Charity Shield. I'm already there, man.
I said that
I'm not missing that.
Because I felt sorry for my lad, because I took him to the cup final last year. Me and you was chatting about this. Well, we went down together, didn't we? And obviously,
I seen you down there last year, didn't I? Yeah, outside Wembley.
And he was gutted. And then I thought, I can't risk taking him to another FA Cup
To
final.
semi, didn't you?
I took him to the semi, thinking that'll be an easy one because we'll win. He ended up in tears there when we thought Coventry got a winner. And then I thought he was mithering me about
fucking
the
bulbs
final.
had gone.
Yeah.
What, to kill everyone,
Oh,
me?
mate, man. Well, he was down the stairs before that Coventry goal gone in. We all just got off.
Just stood there watching it like that.
Can't believe it.
And when it obviously it was offside, but which I think some people are still mad at. That the correct decision was made. VAR robbing us of decisions. What correct ones do you mean, you fucking dick? Like, but from where I saw it live, I was like, he's on. Shit. Yeah, I was like, he's on, man.
I didn't consider him being off.
I don't know if I've been on since the semi-final. I don't think you have. So obviously at 3-0, I'm bored in the ground. I'm bored.
It was a boring game.
Yeah.
So
I've left.
We haven't been good.
I've left the ground at 3-0. I've hit the top of the stairs,
to
3-1. I've hit the bottom of the stairs, seen a kid.
I've had enough of this shit.
It was boring. I always remember there was 3 young lads in front of me, and they recognised me from the YouTube, having a crack with them with the dads. Oh, it's our first Wembley trip, buzzing. Come 65 minutes, people aeroplanes and the elastic bands at each other. They were bored, the kids.
Yeah.
I've left, got there, 3-1, 3-2, 3-all, my head's gone.
Yeah.
And then my mates rang me up and said, they've scored again, Coventry. I wanted to smash the coach up.
Right, yeah.
I wanted to smash, and then obviously the goal's been disallowed. Then the next text message, Casemiro's missed the penalty. My head is fucking spinning. It's spinning.
I forgot about that.
It's spinning. I thought, we've done it.
Yeah.
And then the relief and all that was, oh Christ.
That's mad because, I forgot about that Casemiro penalty. I just remember when they scored, because we all ended up together, me and my mates with our kids, so there was 6 of us, like 3 dads and...
Was that on part of Berbatov's against Everton?
No.
That was unbelievable. I bet the kids
I loved Dimitar Berbatov, right, but that is genuinely the worst penalty.
Oh, it was terrible, wasn't it?
Was that when he walked up where he looked like he'd just been told his dog's passed away?
Yeah.
On the way up to it.
It was barely a pass back. The keeper could have dived the wrong way, got up
Tim
and
Howard
dived the right way.
If you can remember, was it Tim Howard in nets? Was it?
I think it might have been.
We should have. That was 2009, that wasn't it?
I'll always remember going down that day because I'm bumping into an Everton fan we were worked with in Liverpool when I was on the railways, and it was the first we got inkling that Ferguson had really changed the team.
Yeah. Didn't he?
And we thought, it's semi-final of the
loved it doing
the semi-final of the FA Cup. You're not going to change that. Obviously, we got down there and the team was changed. But I always remember seeing a couple of touts coming out of Wembley who United fans, no name mentioned, who were absolutely devastated because it cost them $100,000. United not getting through to the final.
Yeah.
Because the manager changed the team. So there you go.
Well, they're the real victims in all this. Yeah.
Why don't anyone think of the touts?
Look at them touts, eh? Thinking them $100,000 it cost them. Yeah. Bless them. Loads of love for Webby in the chat. Loads of people asking how you are. Good to see you. Richie Jones, Uncle Webby. Now, Dunne says, yes, Webby. Sorry, something's just changed there. I think he said, love you, pal. Jed's dead, baby. Who's been a member of the Academy for 18 months, says, given that we qualified for the Europa via winning the FA Cup, for us, the Europa is now the Cup Winners' Cup. Jay's Parker says, afternoon, Jay. Afternoon, Steve. Afternoon, Uncle Webby. What a time to be alive. Yeah, man. I mean, At least we won it anyway. That's the main thing.
Yeah, because
I know you got it, you're not there, and I get that because I still like when I was watching the '99 thing, and I was thinking, I wish I'd have been there. Do you know what I mean?
You watched that documentary yet?
No.
Get out.
I've watched the one that me and you watched. Well, sorry, hang on a minute. Me and you didn't watch it together, right? We watched it in the same building, but this one here.
I was too poor to go to the premiere. I know you was there.
Mate, he didn't even have a ticket, right? He had to go with me because I didn't get him a ticket because I was all a ticket.
We got emailed, didn't we?
I said to you,
I said to you. You did, but there was a bit of confusion because you said to me, do you want tickets for this, right?
Yeah.
Macca said, I've sorted it, right? So I went to you, I don't need to. Yeah. Then it turned out Macca hadn't sorted anything. He'd had an inbox off someone saying, I can get you some tickets, which he treated as we were getting VIP treatment.
You're on the list.
Yeah. So anyway, I emailed the person who was sort of running it. I said, can you get me, Joe, Macca and a couple of others tickets? Yeah, no, I'll get us in, no dramas. He was like, why didn't you get me sorted? So I thought you were, didn't know. Right, okay. Can you add him onto the list? Yeah. Anyway, the day of the thing, he gets a message, oh, I've got you sorted, you're in screen 1.
No, there was a geezer from Amazon goes.
That was it, sorry.
Are you going to the premiere? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, he messaged me, said, oh, are you
voice note, wasn't it? He sent you a voice note.
He said, are you coming to the premiere?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And he was like, all right, because I haven't got you on my list, because he was going to try and grab me, because I ended up doing an interview with Edith Bowman. It's the entire class of 92 and me, and I don't know why either, right? But he goes, I'd like to get an interview with you if you're down it, but I'm looking at the guest list and you're not on it. So I ring him going, I'm not on the fucking guest list. And then he goes, leave it with me, I'll sort it. And they boxed me off with the Screen 1. It was like, Martin Edwards and that in mind.
What made me laugh is, right, so we're walking down. So he's told me I'm in Screen 1, right? Fair play here, whatever. So we're walking down and I said to Macca, he's like, Steve's in Screen 1. What screen are we in?
So obviously it wasn't there. So what happened? So there was a screen for the fans, a screen for the players.
Yeah. So we was in like the normal screen with all the
with my mob.
proletariat, and he was in with the bourgeoisie. And we got David Beckham and Neville came in our screen for 5 minutes to do a little Q&A, and then went and sat in his screen with him with them lot. But I didn't mind. It was obviously it was ace. It's good. I'm always grateful to be in a place like that. Anyway. I don't know,
What do you think? Well, obviously, I've watched it. I'm in it. I'm in the second one.
I've not seen. That's the one I need to buy. I need
second
to watch
one
it.
into Milan when he come out the tunnel. But I just thought
he'd clocked that. I didn't clock that.
Yeah,
watch it again.
I thought it was okay, but it was like watching other programs from a different angle.
Because you know it.
Because I was there every round.
It reminded me a little bit of the Class of 92 one. A little bit.
Well, I think it's the same.
Well, all the footage, all the camcorder footage was Tommy Dunne's. I got Tommy Dunne. Tommy Dunne was there.
He was there. I saw him. I was chatting to him.
Tommy Dunne had a security guard with him all night in case he'd done something.
Really?
Yeah, because what had happened a few days leading up,
tell anyone who doesn't know who Tommy Dunne is.
What?
If you don't know who Tommy Dunne is, Webby, tell the people.
Tommy Dunne is an absolute legend in my eyes. Goes to every United game. Never seen him buy a ticket. Done the pranks, with Fat Neck, done the Munich one with the line-up.
Yeah,
done the cricket.
You've seen that, and you were the guys, Cal Power, I think it was, wasn't it? On the edge of the
Fat Neck,
on the end of the team photo.
And Keno's giving it a
what are you doing here?
Can you imagine the grief you get off Keno?
But he apparently gave it him back, didn't he? Said, this is for Eric Cantona, so shut it.
So then he done the cricket, the Ashes at Headingley, where he walked on after England lost the wicket. Got halfway there and answered his phone going out. His lad done a knock-up at Wimbledon before.
He only got clocked at Wimbledon because he had black socks.
Black trainers or black socks, didn't he? He's done the river dance at the F1 winnings podium when he was going up to get the trophies. He's done the acca. He's done everything. There's a programme right if you go on YouTube, Britain's Biggest Hoaxer.
Yeah.
So Tommy's got all. I've got him to Tommy to every round in '99.
He said Fergie knew him. He said
Fergie got him on the coach to do an interview on his camcorder.
Yeah.
He's got over 50
Where's
hours.
That footage?
He's got over 50 hours of footage, and all the footage you see on the 99, and his name's even going off on the credit with the thanks. Yeah. Is Tommy Dunne's.
Right.
Behind the net into Milan. Schmeichel, great save. Yeah. Schmeichel's turning around, putting the funds up at him. Yeah. Tommy's people know Tommy Dunne. He's part of the Miles Platting firm. He's an absolute legend. Some people don't like him. I love him a bit.
We had him on doubles, him and Carl, and he told us these pranks, and I did it. And he used to say a lot of it was just on his phone, pretending to be on his phone. He told us this on camera, just pretend to be on his phone.
But what is it, his camcorder anyway?
Having that thing of, I'm meant to be here. Do you know what I mean? Like, you act like you meant to be there.
What he'll do, some of the Premier League matches this year, he'll send me a video on WhatsApp him walking around the pitch an hour before kick-off.
Yeah.
But not just him, I mean, he's got about 8 kids, Tommy. All the family's gone. They've all got in. Tommy's on there with me.
Yeah.
And they just got win. He sent me a picture, I'll get it up.
What a line that is, by the way. If you just walk up there with someone and go, so these are all with me.
Yeah.
And the people will go, well, they're with him. Who the fuck is he, though?
Yeah, but the thing is...
Never goes, who are you?
While we're on here,
Go on.
so he's not gone to the cup final, which has shocked me. So
Tommy Dunne?
Tommy Dunne has not gone to the cup final, so he sent me this absolute classic picture. He's gone to the Monaco Grand Prix.
Right, okay,
as you do.
Where's that?
As you do, and he sent me this here, and it just sums him up, how he can get in places.
Sends you enough pictures.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's plugged in.
Where is it?
Not
In the
got a
pits?
ticket.
That's him and Michael Douglas hanging around together.
Hanging around on a boat.
Yeah.
The last boat Tommy
Can't
was
see
on
that.
was a
You're
dinghy
hang on a
on a
minute, you
ship
might be able to
canal.
make that out. So that closest to me.
There's Tommy there, not Wilson Pickett, Grand Prix, on a boat with Mr. Douglas.
Mate.
That's what, he's an absolute legend. He's an absolute legend.
Akash K says, when is Webby on the Webby No Neil channel? Monday.
I'm
He says you've not been on for a little while, but you're
I'm
back on Monday.
Back on Monday.
Chris Akai says, happy to see you guys from Kenya.
Oh,
and
lovely.
Following, I've only been to Kenya on a stopover. I've never actually been there. Puddington says, did Webby have a big afro back in the day? Does he remember getting ambushed by the Cockney Hards at Highbury in '76?
I was only 5.
I was about...
Well, was you or not?
No,
Tell the story. Did they gang up on you?
I had a big afro though.
Yeah, well, I think
But more mid-80s.
back in the day.
But more mid-80s. I always remember my mum used to say to me, go and get your hair cut, son, give me a couple of quid, it'll be a little trim off the fro. Because Remi Moses.
Yeah.
That was it. I had to look like Remi.
You was obsessed with Remi Moses, weren't you?
Yeah, it got that bad. I thought I was going to put a police injunction out on me. But I met him at Salford.
Yeah.
And it was embarrassing. I couldn't speak.
Really?
That's how.
Is that the biggest starstruck you've been, or the most starstruck you've been?
Mad that, because you look after the old class of 92 and they're literally just another name in your phone.
But Remi was my biggest hero. And it was one of them. I even started to try and start up a Remi Moses fan club when he was at United till he went missing in Amsterdam. That's another story. But the thing was, because his son used to play for Salford.
Right.
And someone said, Remi Moses over there. Well, you know, my head went.
Yeah.
My head went. And luckily my lad Remi was with me.
Right.
So I took him over, I arranged it all while the game was on. I couldn't speak.
Really?
I couldn't speak. My head had gone.
Did he know who you were and what was going on?
Yeah, you couldn't forget about me. I used to wait. When the players used to come in,
Remi.
when the players used to come in by...
I love you, Remi!
Worse than that.
I took you in, you know.
To my chest.
When the players used to come in via Southstand through the door, I was there, me.
Really?
Right, the front left. I was there at 10 o'clock every home game just to pat Remi on the back.
I love that. I love that. You miss all that. We're going to get into that a little bit as well because...
But you know what a player, OJ. You know, hard as nails, but could play. Yeah. Could play. And people, I don't know if you can get it up now. We beat Newcastle 5-0 at home in 1985 with a Sharp, Olsen and Strachan. What's Moses' goal at the Stretford end? He don't know how to celebrate. He's like Watford done. Just watch. You can get it up now, Remi Moses, the goal.
Have a look if you can get it up. We'll get away with that.
1-2 with Strachan, I think it is. Bang, bang, into
Put
the
on the
net.
telly behind us.
Yeah.
Oh, great player, Jay.
I've only ever seen, because I'm a bit younger than you, so
sorry, Jay, the 83 match against Barcelona, minty was. People are going about Robbo and rightly so for his 2 goals and Norman's
84.
84. We're going about the goals, but Moses that night.
There's lots of Maradona down on there.
I'm Schuster, the lot. Jay, what a performance. He wanted to fight with everyone. That's what it's all. He wanted to win for the shirt.
I think it was Chucky who was telling me that Vinnie Jones shit it from him.
Everyone would.
Yeah.
I remember
Vinnie Jones went into him just before, I think it was before they had the cup final. Yeah. And he said Remi's jumped up and he thought, you know, I'm going to miss out on the cup final when he snaps me jaw.
He snapped Paul Davis's leg at Highbury.
Really? Yeah. I saw him at the cup final, funnily enough.
Paul Davis, and the ball was at the other end, and Remi just clobbered him. No, but what a player! And today's injury, what he has to finish with, Jay, Be a couple of months out now.
What was it? Is Achilles? Ankle.
And then
because he missed both cup finals, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because if you look at Remi Moses' United career, he played a lot of games, but then in '83 he missed both games, the final, and in '85 he missed the final. Yeah. It's a shame because, and then he's gone by '90, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
So he's not got that winning.
He's fell out of love with football as well.
Really?
He won't do anything. We try to get him through because he's very good friends still with Norman Whiteside. Because he used to play snooker every day as soon as he finished training.
That's got to be the hardest team ever, hasn't it?
Oh, that midfield.
Mark Hughes.
Mark Hughes, Brian Robson, Remi Moses, and Norman Whiteside. There was never going to be a harder team than that.
Who's the softest player in that team?
In football.
In that team?
Like Olsen, maybe?
Yeah, Olsen, Strachan, maybe.
No, because Strachan can have a row.
Yeah,
he's short though, isn't he? So he's definitely snapping early
sort
doors.
Of fiery Scottish nature in it.
Would you say maybe Arthur Albiston, nice little quiet full-back? But mind you, he's Scottish.
I bet if he kicked off though.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
Plus, you've got other ones like, I was reading Paul McGrath.
You can't play 500 odd games for United and be a pussycat, can you, really? You know what I mean?
And it's even like McGrath in one of his books, he was saying like they went out one night and I think he got in a scrap. And he was apologising and everyone was like, no, you did the right thing, they kicked off and you dealt with it. Do you know what I mean? But he didn't remember it.
I bet that was some right drinking club, wasn't it?
Mate, but my dad tells me, like, you'll know it, in Stretford, like the Sands nightclub and all that. Yeah. So you go there and you just see them all. And they just be drinking with everyone.
But Joe, because it's normalised like that.
Yeah, no VIP
No
section.
one mithers. It's like when they separate themselves, that's what causes people to go, and try and get selfies and stuff. If they were just around,
but it's like that.
You get left alone, and actually, the general public will go, "Fuck off, will you? Leave me alone."
Yeah, that's a good point. That
it's like what you just said then about the two screens at the print. Where doesn't that take everything away from everything? Why ain't everyone in together? People were there. You know what I mean? I just think that's what it is now. If that would have been a film in 1989 or 1990, everyone's together now, it's you're in one screen and we're in another.
I don't like, you're alright, you. Because like, when we was in San Diego, we was in the same hotel as the players. I don't like it. Right? It sounds weird, but I always get conscious, like, because we're getting things like, oh, you know, they were getting told, be careful, there's like, journalists and YouTubers in it, and I don't want them to feel two ways about, you know, us being there and feeling like.
So he said that's from the club.
Well,
said to
Steve's
the
got more contacts than bloody
someone. Basically, it wasn't Cam because everyone was just going to jump to the conclusion.
No, it wasn't
Cam. It was director kind of level. Someone was like, "This lot are in the same hotel," and it had a picture of us all had gone round.
Screenshots from YouTube.
Yeah, and it just said, "Let's have a word with him about conduct around the players." I'll have a word with your fucking self.
Yeah,
we're paying guests at the hotel. Go fuck
yourself. And it wasn't a deliberate thing to try and get in the same hotel as the players. We just picked a nice hotel in San Diego for a couple of days before we went to our Airbnb. Right. Same one as them. Secondly, we didn't approach them; they approached him. Some of the players who knew who he was and who he's worked with before and were coming over. Yeah. Plus, Ronnie and Jadon Sancho knew each other, but Ronnie was in bed, so that's another story. So it wasn't like we were mithering.
Story of the season, that what might have been, eh?
Well, I know, yeah, could have. So, yeah, it's could have shown about real timekeeping.
That's the thing.
But you're late for things. What I mean, Ronnie? Oh yeah, we've got this goal, Webby. Let's stick this goal up and then we'll get into the other thing. Can we see this behind us? Yeah. Go on, you play. This is what we do.
Here we go. What's this, Remi? Oh, there we go, Remi. Bing, ping, ping. Go on, Remi.
Third man run. Love it.
Look at that.
Pass the keeper.
What's him? Look, he don't know what to do. He's don't know what to do. Mint, look at that.
I love it. Mint things like that, man. I can't get enough of it.
Who's your player that you think like that?
Yeah, here we go again. One
irrational
ping,
love for.
User.
That's why you follow your runs.
Look at Remi there. Look at him. Look at him.
Culture. Do you know what
Remember
it's
that
weird?
day though, Jay? They had all scoreboard and half United Road. I don't know how. There was Geordies everywhere.
I'll tell you what, we've got one of mine. The guy I used to stalk. Have we got a picture of me and Paul Ince? Yeah. Because I was like that with Paul Ince. So these are some of them when I was at the Cliff. Because we're going to talk about the Cliff in a bit.
Which one's you?
Fucking hell, Jay.
But Ince was my one. I loved him. And I remember, you know, I used to...
Look at fucking Ince's face.
I know, mate. That's probably about the fifth picture I've had with him. Because I used to make a beeline for him every time.
About that fucking shirt.
I know, mate. Honestly.
I've got...
I was obsessed with Paul.
I've got the 91 shirt. I've got the 91 Winners' Cup winning shirt. And
unbelievable, Jeff.
Over the years, I've had signatures on it and all that, so... I was two left to get. Obviously, I wasn't going to get Les Seeley, rest his soul. Yeah. But Fergie, I got Fergie on it, and The two I was left to get was Mark Hughes and Paul Ince. And I met Ince at Ryan's birthday party and he signed it for me. And we had a good laugh.
Yeah.
I know people know about the Liverpool thing, but what he's supposed to do. But all I know from when he was at Manchester United Football Club, he was a fucking great player.
People rewrite history, right?
He was
and
a
say,
top player.
Because he went to the Scousers and he's a bit of a nana with his commentary and stuff. They go, he wasn't even that good. He was amazing.
He was unreal.
He was, wasn't he? He was 8 out of 10 every single game.
Yeah.
He was
hard.
Yeah, hard.
Could play,
Basically,
speed.
Yeah.
The player we need right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Can you imagine him in that, cover every blade of glass?
Yeah.
He's just gonna smash into people.
Yeah.
It's basically that force multiplying factor that Martinez has in the middle.
Yeah, it was.
All action.
Oh, it's great. Oh,
Shortest shorts we've ever fucking seen.
I was in bits.
Honestly, shorts that should be
Devilled.
illegal. They're so short.
Yeah.
Devils, but
Mate, I was in
it
bits.
was a great play for us. It just unfortunate that he went to Liverpool, but what do? You go where the
He
money's
wasn't a
not.
United fan.
No.
We didn't sell him direct.
And also, it was. I think Fergie was ready to get rid of him anyway. It wasn't like he was hankering for a move. Fergie's like, look, I've got all these kids coming through. He got a bit of an ego, I think.
Didn't he tell him to go find a move?
No, but he
He was on the golf course with Giggsy,
He was on the golf course
and he rang him up.
and he said, like, you got in at Milan, we're selling to in at Milan. Then he's in his kitchen with the people.
And they
from
said,
Milan,
don't.
And Fergie's rang him and said, look, don't sign. And he's like, well, you're on about, I've got him here in my kitchen ready to sign the deal. And he's gone, just hang fire with it. Because I think Fergie was in two minds because he's thinking, actually, I might need to keep hold of him because I've got these youngsters coming through, like Nicky Bolton, Scholes, whatever, but we need a bit more experience. But that's how, you know, if you've said to a player, I'm getting rid of you, and the player didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And
This is it. It's not like he's gone out and found Inter Milan. It's literally like United are like, Inter Milan buying you, and there's the number.
Yeah, and I think as well, people often forget things like this. And I'm not just making an excuse for him going to the Scousers because you shouldn't have done that. But he's in his mid-20s. He's got a family. He's got a Thomasons, and he's got kids and that.
Ask him if he feels the same about Schmeichel.
That's a different story, right?
I think you can. Joe, he's got a kid.
Yeah, but I don't mind Schmeichel go to Port. Was it Porto or Sporting he went to? Sporting.
He knew the area.
Right, I don't mind.
He knew Manchester.
Right.
Yeah,
all
he had
right.
his favourite
You can
exit
go
on the
to
M60.
City. Andy Cole went to City, right, and I love Andy Cole, yeah. I will not have a bad word to say about Andy Cole. There's nothing wrong with playing for Manchester City after playing for United, right? Lots of footballers have done it. It's
Especially
fine.
before they had any dough.
Yeah.
Because it was comedy.
It's like, but when you start rubbing it in our faces and doing cartwheels and all that, and then that just annoys me.
Let's have it right. It's the best goalkeeper I've ever seen. I'm not going to knock that.
Yeah.
But if you ask any not old boys, any Reds going, and you pick your best 11, a lot of them is Edwin. And I think it was because of the cartwheel and the thing. The best goalkeeper I've ever seen at United. But I remember that first game, one of the first games against Leeds, when he come for that cross and he missed it and Chapman put it in, and I thought, what a duck egg. What have we got here?
Yeah.
And
Every keeper seems to have them clangers.
Yeah. What impressed me with him was when I think it was they had a testimonial for Busby in like 91, 92 when we just signed him.
Do you play Ireland or something?
Somewhat stupid, but it's mad because they had like Best and Law and all. I'm playing like five-a-side before it was mint. Technically, I got to see George Best play football at Old Trafford. But I remember, I think he threw it to Danny Wallace.
Over the halfway line.
And he went over Danny Wallace.
I remember that. I remember
thinking,
I think we were sat in North Stand at the time with a lot of fucking helmets. But let's be honest. Sorry to anyone who sits in North Stand, but you know I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I remember everyone going like, "Okay, now."
Yeah, that must have been that same game. It's mad. It was like, listen.
But then it became a thing that counter-attacking United thing was Schmeichel catches it and one hands it over the fucking halfway. I can imagine that nowadays.
I remember being at QPR one day and I think Chelsea scored and Schmeichel got the ball in his hand and he launched it. It went 3/4 of the pitch to Chelsea.
In his hand?
Ding, ding, ding. 1-0.
I don't think I've ever seen another goalkeeper that could throw it over
That
the
was
halfway
another
line.
one as well that was...
Goalkeepers can't kick the fucker over the halfway line.
He threw it. That was another one that was weird as well, wasn't it? When on Kanchelski's one as well, because it's up the Ince one. But Kanchelski's had just signed a new deal.
And Hughes.
Yeah.
All in the same
Remember Hughes?
And who did we sign? Tony fucking Cohen.
Remember Hughes coming on the pitch at Old Trafford to say he'd signed a new contract and he never.
Yeah.
I think he got injured at Newcastle a couple of weeks before, but then you had Kanchelskis, who was our top goal scorer.
17 goals. Back in the day when we
never played. You know, I always remember him. Ferguson,
good as well.
Ferguson getting dragged off him at Old Trafford.
So it's like the equivalent of
when he signed that new contract, Kanchelski, they wanted another one because he was gambling everything allegedly.
Really?
But what a player he was. What 650,000 we paid for him.
That hat-trick against City.
Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yeah, and Thursday night. It was a Thursday night. That, believe it or not.
There's no comparison that you can make that shows like what it was like losing a prime Paul Ince, an older. Mark Hughes.
And a prime Kanchelskis. Your top scorer, arguably your best midfielder. I know Keane was there, but Ince was at that time.
It was Ince at the time.
Yeah,
Keane was. You could see Keane was young when he was 21 or something.
He's only been there a year. And then a legend. I mean, we haven't got the calibre of players now to compare it to. Like, really, it'd be like selling Martinez, Bruno, and Højlund, and even then it's not close.
No.
And then, like you say, going out and buying another league run, everyone would be like, because Coton was just a backup keeper, wasn't he? So it was like,
did he even play? I don't even play.
Did he ever play for United? Tony Coton.
No, I don't think he played a game, did he?
Play a game?
Don't think he did.
No,
that's the viewers will know.
Jay.
Someone will know that, won't they?
Jay, he came from City. Because I remember him being City's goalkeeper when I started.
I remember they all loved him though. Yeah, they were all like English.
But they fucking love everyone. Yeah. Mikel Vonk and fucking what's he called? Terry Phelan. Loved all of them.
Oh, we are.
Keith Curl.
A bit of breaking news from David Ornstein, so we can take this as gospel.
So that happened.
Yeah, Manchester United make opening offer to sign Jared Branthwaite from Everton. United bid for centre-back 35 million, deemed unacceptable and set to be rejected in due course. Everton believe 21-year-old happy and would require a much higher fee to consider the sale. Seems like an opening salvo. We might want to re-edit the transfer review.
Just solo me a sec.
Go on.
And then this happened. Back to the show.
Class. You know what to do with that, yeah? Also, it's not a bird, right? It's not a plane. It is the most revolutionary ball trimmer the world has ever seen. Our friends over at Manscaped have done it again. They have dared to dream. They've not just dared to dream, they've delivered. They have got the Ultra Performance Package 5.0. Yes, I know you thought the 4.0 was the pinnacle, the zenith. Well, it ain't. They've crashed through that glass ceiling and brought you the 5.0. And you don't need to worry because with the code Housen, when you think of your balls, think of Housen, you get 20% off and free shipping. There's a link in the description. And don't fret as well, because I know some people are going, Jay, fantastic, yeah? The biggest advancement in below the waist grooming has happened. We love the fact that we're going to get an Ultra Lawnmower 5.0 with the 2 interchangeable next generation skin safe blades. But are we going to get all the staples that we love? Are we going to get things like the anti-chafe ball deodorant? Are we going to get the crop soother aftershave lotion? Are we going to get the boxer briefs? Are we going to get the weed whacker for our nose and ear hair? Yes, you get all of that, yeah? And the shed travel bag to put it all in. You get your 20% off, you get your free shipping, you get your Ultra Lawnmower 5.0. It's all there for you. You get 20% off. All you've got to do is think of Housen, use that code, yeah? Click on the link in the description and your balls will thank you. Manscaped have got you covered this summer because we want to smell nice in summer, don't we? We want to look nice. We want to treat ourselves and the people that we're with rather well, and Manscaped will help you do that. So a big thank you to them for sponsoring this podcast. Go and check them out. The reason I had those pictures of the cliff is not just because I like to look at pictures of myself when I was a kid.
It's not what I heard.
Well, you know, I like to relive the glory years. Yeah. We was talking, me and him always talk about this on the podcast, going to the cliff, meeting the players, being able to get that access, doing all that stuff. There's news today that there's going to do up Carrington, and it got me thinking that it's all sort of changed now, isn't it? You go down to Carrington, you can't get that access. You can't meet players. You talking about there about you waiting for Remi Moses. And I know players can, you know, you can meet players before and after the game and stuff. But when we was growing up, and that's all three of us, because we're all similar-ish age, you could do that. You could go and meet the players. You could go and chat to them.
He was sat on Cantona's car. He took a fucking move.
Who?
Mounty.
That's what I mean. Even that. Things like that. And I feel sorry now because it's like people go out of Carrington and wait outside and
just drive past, don't they?
And I think the players have been taught to do that.
Yeah, they did when I worked there. There was obviously a certain bloke who was getting kids, especially in the summer holidays, to come up,
do you know what it is,
get the shirt signed.
It's fucking pricks that ruin it for everyone, isn't it? Because if you just kept it real, what are you here for? Mate, watch training, sweet. Or it's a kid for a finger. But always knobs who start trying to sell fucking autographs. And why do you want an autograph you weren't there for?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately,
who signed that? Me and Webby.
This bloke has got all these kids to go up, and then the players has got, and I think it was, I forget who it was, when the players just said they clocked him in the bottom of the finger, and he used to wait for the kids to come back down with his shirts, and he'd give him whatever, and he'd sell all the stuff, and then since that day, you're probably talking late 90s. I know some of them stop now, but it's very rare. A lot of them just get off.
Sad, isn't it?
sad, and it pushes you further away from the players.
That's what I was on about earlier, is that you don't have that connection, so then you're desperate for it. Whereas if it was more normalised and people weren't as mental or trying to get shit signed and flog it on the,
the eBay stuff and all that. It's sad to see. Ryan Belmont has been a member of the Academy for 15 months, says, big up the Brew on a Friday. Webby's stories are the perfect pre-weekend vibes. I was going to ask you, Webby, did you ever get involved in any of the England stuff and all that? Was that never you?
What, support?
Like go to England matches, anything like that? Did you ever never bother with it? It's all just been United.
Don't get me wrong. If they win, they win.
Yeah.
I have the crack. I'm not bothered if they win, but I'm not going out of my way to watch him. We get hyped up. They've won one trophy in 100 odd years. Yeah. They won't win this Euros. The best chance they had was last time. Yeah. But they bottled it. Yeah. They bottled it mainly through the manager. I think he just totally bottled it. You know, when we played Italy, we scored after about 2 minutes or something.
Luke Shaw, wasn't it?
I don't bother with Jay. If they're on the telly, I hope they win. Yeah. But I'm not going to get... I always remember going out once, I forget it was Portugal, maybe in the Euros or the World Cup, and I watched it in Harper's, remember the old Harper's restaurant?
Yeah.
And within 5 minutes of the final whistle, all you could hear was sirens. You can't say you could hear, and I thought, nah.
I've been chatting about it because I don't support England. And I've done a video saying why England are going to fail this year. And people are like, oh, it's such an enforced agenda. It's not. I don't feel it. No. I'm on camera
I
watching a Euros final from the last one.
For someone your age, well, you're a few years younger than me, it must be hard to fully get on to England, because you would have seen the whole Beckham thing when you was, 13, 14?
Beckham was my boy, so...
Yeah, 13, 14, your boy, and he's getting absolutely hammered by the press.
I'll ask you this. Everyone that says they support England and was alive when that David Beckham thing happened, could you wear a Uruguay shirt?
Hey.
Could you support Luis Suarez? Because I don't forget and I don't forgive.
No, I'm with you. No, 100%.
And that's the same as it is for me. And that it's not me waking up and going, must not support England today. I don't feel it. Yeah. So my authentic response is bothered. Like, I'm going tomorrow. Like, literally tomorrow morning, I'm getting up and going to Germany, and I'm actually going to the England-Serbia game.
Right? You're going over, Steve?
Yeah. But I'm going to go watch, and then I'm going watching France and Austria. Guess what? Don't support either of them either. But I'm going to go watch football because I fucking love football. So I'm going to go watch. I'm hoping to see Vidic, actually. It's because I'd rather not sit with England fans if possible. But I'm hoping
my first memory, like, watching England was the 86, the Under God.
I know we've done this before. I've sent you something through down live produce. Have a look.
And I was a bit nards then, and then 25, 30 years later, I'm singing Argentina at Old Trafford in 86. I wanted them all dead. Yeah. But that's because I was a kid growing up, and England was probably because of my uncle.
As well, probably.
Yeah, but the family. And I always remember Robbo's goal in 82 against France. Yeah. You know, but now, let's get hyped up, you know, no disrespect, like we was just saying that about Branthwaite there. We'll probably pay 60, 70 million for him. That's what we'll probably end up doing. And he keeps saying he's had a great season for Everton. Well, hang on a minute, hasn't he been near the bottom of the league all year? So he can't be that good. Can't really. You know what I mean? He's been getting hammered off everyone, getting beat, so what's he do? I know one player don't make a team, but when I look at Everton there, player who looks hard out for me is your mate Ashley Young, and he must be about 50 odd now, as old as me.
And I don't know what games you've watched because he don't look alright.
But just saying. But just going on that about him, how good of a player he is. 35 million's half is probably right. You know, where's he come from? Has he come through the ranks at Everton?
Yeah, he was at
Carlisle. He was at Carlisle.
35 mil. They're not having it. Cool. Let's go buy another one, because like, why are we signing a left-sided one anyway? And like, I'm not seeing the hype with him at all.
You've been on that bus for quite a while, haven't you? I'm not going to lie to you. I ain't seen a lot of him. I've seen him a couple of times. He's looked all right. I saw him against
Liverpool. He scored, didn't he?
City
in the derby towards
against Sterling Ireland. I'm not going to be too harsh on the kid for not doing that well against Sterling Ireland. He got a bit bullied, but I know a lot of Evertonians rave about him.
Well, so, like they'd know a centre half.
I know. I'm just saying.
The last decent centre half Everton had was probably Kevin Ratcliffe, wasn't it? And what was it, Mountfield?
Derek Mountfield.
What centre half pairing that was? Gary Stevens at right back. Pat van der Auw played for Wales. Yeah. What a lunatic he was. Yeah. He played for Wales. What a lunatic he was.
But apparently they put United to shame in the drinking stakes.
Oh yeah. They still do it now. Every time you see a video of Peter Reid, he's hammered, isn't he?
Yeah, we've seen him in Vegas. Him and Robbo were quite close.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we won't get into that. Marcus S says Branthwaite only 50 million max. Marcus S also says love the brew. Have you got that picture? This is why Stephen Howson doesn't like England, because it wasn't just England fans who turned against Beckham. This was on the back of a paper.
Yeah. Second page,
sorry, of a newspaper.
I might be page 3 actually.
A dartboard to throw darts at David Beckham's face because he got sent off for what was never a red card.
Take your fury out on our David Beckham dartboard.
Yeah, okay. Do you know what I mean? Who have we got on there?
Maradona's on it, Chris Evans is on it, Jimmy Hill's on it. What did Jimmy Hill ever do?
Just being a bit annoying.
Madonna's on it because she played Evita. David Mellor's on it, no problem. Jeremy Beadle on it. Why?
Why? I used to love Beadles about.
Yeah.
Passarella, is that just because he's Argentinian?
Yeah.
Grant Bovey, who was he sticking it in? Is it Anthea Turner?
Yeah. What
a random 90s reference that is. Oh my God.
I seen that. I don't know if you watched that. It's been on the telly last week.
Why is Posh Spice on it? What's she done?
Married him.
That football cops. You watch any of that?
No, is it any good?
I never knew why Coventry and Sunderland hate each other.
No, this is literally news to me.
This is mad.
And who the fuck cares?
No, but I'm just saying, as a football story,
I know, but
between Coventry and Sunderland is always mass extra police on mass kick-off.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
is this like Newcastle fans hating United?
Is it reciprocated both ways?
No, what had happened when Jimmy Hill was chairman of Coventry, on the last day of the season it was between Coventry and Sunderland to go down, and he made the Coventry game kick off late so he knew what Sunderland was doing, and he played out a draw and relegate Sunderland.
How can you do that?
Well, he got away with it. He couldn't get away with it now, but he got away with it now because what they saying to him, Jimmy sent you down, it just winds the Sunderland fans up. So he started the game late on purpose, got away with it. Sunderland got relegated. Coventry and the other team played out. Like, remember the match in '82 World Cup?
Germany and Austria.
It's the best game ever, innit?
Yeah.
Was it Algeria who went?
Yeah, Algeria went out.
Yeah. That's what it was like.
Do you remember that Ewood Park though? When we won the league?
Yeah, the 1-0.
Do you remember? Yeah. And it was like the last 10 minutes of that game.
Yeah, it was just passing them.
No one left the half.
No.
And like, it was like they were up, we won the league. And everyone was like, don't.
The only bad thing about that day was that City won the cup final, won it? Just to put a bit of a nose on it, didn't they? Beat
was it Stoke won it 5-0 or whatever. But yeah, I remember watching that thinking, fucking, I was there. I was next to your mate. I was covering it for
Devils.
No, for the radio for Rock FM. I'm thinking for Keelan on Free. Was it? So I was sat next to Mickey Thomas in the press.
Was you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was mad, wasn't it?
I remember watching that thinking, this is so fucking
because the point kept them up, didn't it? Kept them safe.
So they were like, right, well, we don't want to get counter-attacking, so we're not going to do anything.
People always think about corruption and stuff like that in those games. Do you think it's a case of like a chairman's come down and said, you will do this, a manager said you will do this, or did the players just know this is enough? And my job is to win the league, and your job is to stay up. Can you remember?
It was a bit of a dodgy penalty, wasn't it, on Chicharito?
Yeah.
He got the penalty, obviously, Wayne scores, and you can just imagine...
Kushak was having one, though, that day. He was...
The flying pig, he was bobbing.
He was... There was a bit where someone passed it back to him.
That's where the goal comes from. That's where the goal comes from. He sliced it.
Is he on the payroll?
He scored for them, was it that Brett Emerson?
Yeah.
He sliced it to them, and the flying pig.
I remember thinking, keep it away from him. There's something going on here.
Do you know what? He got quite a few games in, didn't he?
Yeah.
To be honest, like normally now.
Because he was shite.
Yeah.
That's not right.
But it's like, the thing that was winds me up when City played QPR, and like, you've all heard all the QPR players trying to justify it, and like, we thought we were going to get relegated.
No, I always wanted a holiday home in.
Yeah. But that,
it's a legitimate business.
Yeah, they knew, like, they were safe. And they knew, like, fuck it.
Yeah, did they give a fuck? Was it that they found an extra whatever in their bank, or did they just know they were safe and didn't really give a fuck?
Yeah, didn't really care.
He's
and also
quite gobby on social media about it.
Panicking. Yeah, Panicking, sorry. Yeah.
He was a bit gobby about it.
He had a stinker in him. Because even that Aguero goal.
He was a crap keeper anyway.
Honestly, just I don't want to go over it again, but like...
Well, go on.
Worst day in my life.
Any other game, it gets shinned in the fucking crowd.
I know.
There's so much in that where you go, you play that 100 other times, I don't even think it goes in.
That Nedderman, I've seen him on Filth, and he was saying, like, because they were saying, like, why didn't you time waste, like, because the throwing he takes, he rushes it. You're winning. You're down to 10 men. Why are you rushing a throw-in? Why are you not time wasting?
Yeah.
Joey Barton tried to get people sent off. All right, take someone else with him or whatever. Do me a favour. And then, like, I think
it's the least mental thing he said in 12 months.
True. Yeah,
It's been a bit quiet him recently, hasn't he?
I don't know. I don't think.
Was he away?
The libel?
Oh, he got by that kid off Channel 5, was it?
Did it?
Jeremy Vine on it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
about a bike or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
I won't say in case he fucking throws one on me.
Yeah, I know.
But no, he's been very quiet, which is a good thing, because he was a bit too gobby for me, Barton. You know, very, very average player.
Yeah.
Terrible manager.
Yeah.
Absolute lunatic.
Yeah.
Multi-millionaire out of it, but there you go. But
yeah, he had a lot to say on social media. A lot to say about us, and I just ignored him.
The interview in Marseille.
Where
he turned French. Yeah. Knobhead.
Taran Sirivastava, welcome to the academy, new member. There's extra content on the members section. Me and Joseph have done a video. Thankfully, it's relatively not meaningless, but it's not got as much weight behind it now, because we did a video about England players from United who play for Gareth Southgate, just looking at how they got on and all that. This is when the rumours that Southgate could be taking over from Tanago.
I'll tell you what.
Thank God that was a load of bollocks, but the video's still good to check out because it's still relevant.
I wouldn't have gone in. I'm telling you now, if you would have got.
Do you know what? Ronnie said the same. Ronaldo on our channel.
I wouldn't have gone in.
He said, "I'll back any manager at United." He said, "I will not back Southgate. I can't."
What's he done?
Fucking now.
Did he get Middlesbrough?
Yeah,
Middlesbrough.
that's an achievement, record breaking.
That's the ideal job for him, because he's a total.
Do you know what it is though,
man.
Webby? You say that, right, and I'm with you, but then when the season starts, what are you going to do? Not get behind your team? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you do?
I won't get behind the team. It's just that plant pot.
I know.
I just couldn't handle him on the sidelines for United.
There's literally not one fucking redeeming feature about him.
No.
There's not one like, oh, he makes a nice environment. So does
No, he doesn't, though.
But so does my nana.
Yeah.
And guess
also,
what? She's not managing United.
Has he made a nice environment? Is everyone happy? Is everyone? I've heard that that's falling apart because a lot of players aren't happy with certain players not going, and the way certain players have been treated, the way certain players have still kept the place. I don't even think this whole nice atmosphere, nice environment things works. And also, when has it ever paid off? Did that nice environment work in the World Cup when we got knocked out in the quarter-finals?
Guess what? Mourinho would have fell out with every fucker twice and won some.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? France have the biggest implosion ever, and they still win trophies.
Who do you fancy to win it?
Portugal for me.
Do you?
Yeah. I think the only
thing for France, I don't know.
I did a prediction where I went through it, Joe.
Go on,
every single one.
It's on your channel.
It was a France-Portugal final.
Who did you go for?
I went with Portugal, but you could split them.
Yeah. That's the route then, is it? Them two will, if they...
I think France beat England in the semi. So England are going to get another semi.
Fucking semi, do you reckon they'll get to the semi?
Well,
I think they'll struggle getting out of this group.
I think they've got...
Steve, I think they'll struggle getting out of that group, honestly.
3 teams qualify.
Oh, three?
3 out of the 4 qualify.
Mate,
so
go on.
Or potentially 3 out of the 4. It's the best
third place out
4 or 5 or 6 or something out of the 8. So like they're getting out of the group. Make no mistake. But then I think the way I had them, I had them winning the group. Then I think it's like Romania next. They're beating Romania, and then they've got another bit of a tap in. I can't remember who it is in the next round.
Oh right.
And then it's like
Scotland. I think Scotland will beat Germany tonight. I really do.
Really?
Fancy it. There's always an upset. Remember Argentina?
Cameroon
against Argentina.
Mate, that is one of my favourite ever games.
There's 9 men, wasn't there?
Yeah, mate.
Just booted it out.
That's the best red card ever. Kinesia. Well, one of them's gone through him, and he's made that tackle, and the other one's just gone. Have a bit of that.
And he's gone that to the referee.
Is that when he came out of the wall and just twatted the ball away as well?
No, that was another one.
That was
to the referee. I think that was something like
74. Zaire, that one.
Just comes out.
Boots the ball away. You're gonna get a yellow.
Yeah.
No, you might be right, Webby. Stranger things have happened. Yeah. And like this is
Germany scoring goals for them.
Germany aren't what they was.
Somebody to score, Germany, Scotland to win.
I think they could have written for them to do something.
Scotland's over in Germany, aren't they?
Yeah.
100,000.
Nuda Hadid.
Got it, ball!
As gifted.
In fucking Munich and nowhere near me.
Has gifted 50 Paddock memberships. That is amazing. Thank you, Nahardeen. Much appreciated. You've been a big supporter of the channel and we appreciate it.
Nice one.
I'm with you. I'm not...
You're going to watch tonight's game? It's a bit of football.
Webby, I try and go as deep as I can with try and watch every game in a tournament if I can.
I was looking today,
and it's sometimes when it
2 o'clock.
that's
2 o'clock 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock.
So is the games at the 2 games at the same time this time?
Only the last group games aren't there?
Yeah, because they don't make them so you
because of that game. Because of that game.
West
That's
Germany,
the game,
where they
innit?
stitched it up.
Yeah.
So you're over there next week for how long?
I'm there and back loads. I'm there and back loads. So I go tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's quite. I've got a bit of a fuck about today. Day tomorrow, and then up early doors Tuesday. Meeting baggers. Sunday, sorry. Meeting baggers. He's over there.
That's one's favourite.
Going to the England game with him.
Yeah.
It's in Gelsenkirchen. We're staying in Dusseldorf, so it's a train ride away.
Okay. Nice.
So we get a train, get ourselves over there, watch England. Probably I can smell a 0-0 in that game, you know.
Really?
And then back to Dusseldorf that night.
Yeah.
Got 5 with Rio on the Monday. And then I'm going to France, Austria Monday night. And then I've got a bit of a 3-day Tuesday. And then home in time to set Paddock training on Tuesday night.
Oh, right. So are you back on the Brew next week?
Yeah, should be.
Baggers is coming on the Brew next week, I think. So you two can fill us in on your little
trip
romantic adventure. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about us anyway. We don't.
So is Rio doing TV work over there?
Yeah, he's on Beeb.
He's on BBC,
he's got
right?
a show for UEFA,
right?
Called Legends Lounge, which I think the first one's just gone up with Sami Khedira today.
Oh,
really?
Right.
But I think it's one every other day. I think.
Are you mingling with the stars when you're over there? Or are you?
I would have thought so.
Right, yeah.
But although I'm not, I mean, me and Ash was hoping to do our pod, but he's in fucking Berlin. It's like 8 hours away. So I don't know how it's going to work, and they're actually working him. So if you watch it on the Beeb, you'd be fucking getting Ash because he's doing every stellar game because Rio gets them. Ash is doing all of the other. He's doing fucking Romania. He's doing all of them.
I love when you watch your Ash's show and then you watch Ash on the Beeb. It's like a completely different person.
Yeah.
It's like it's not just like he's a little bit different. He's completely different. Do you know what I mean? But he's always good stuff. I've got a lot of time for him. So go and check out. You're going to be doing content then. I take it.
Yeah. So
Rio and for yourself.
I'll do a vlog on,
and we'll get you back on
Wednesday.
Obviously, back on Paddock when you get back to the studio. Webby, you're back on Webby and O'Neill next week.
Monday.
Up
to now, Monday afternoon.
Look forward to that.
I don't know what we're speaking about, but we'll find something.
You'll find something, you two.
Maybe Branthwaite has signed for 35 million. Or 100 million, you never know.
You never know, stranger things have happened. Steve's going to be on the channel tomorrow for his transfer review, which might need a bit of an edit after that Branthwaite news. Me and Joe are going to be back later on. We're going to be doing a bit on the Euros, so make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. That's been Stephen Howson. That's been Uncle Webby. I'm Jay Moy. This has been The Brew. A big thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring it. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.